On 28 May 2025, Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan claimed to give the country a new direction by making a major announcement. He revealed that he has entrusted a team of 10 legal experts with the responsibility of drafting a new constitution. Erdogan stated that Turkey no longer needs the old constitution created after the 1980 military coup, but a new civil and independent constitution that aligns with modern democratic values. However, along with this announcement, the question quickly arose whether this is truly just a democratic reform or a well-planned scheme by President Erdogan to remain in power. In fact, according to Turkey's current constitution, Erdogan cannot become president again after 2028. If he wants another term, either early elections must be held or the constitution must be amended. In this context, getting a new constitution drafted could legally provide him a way out of this obstacle. Recep Tayyip Erdogan has become the most influential figure in Turkish politics for the past 2 decades. He was Prime Minister from 2003 to 2014 and then became President. After a major constitutional change in 2017, Turkey shifted from a parliamentary system to a presidential system, which gave Erdogan more powers. Opposition parties accuse Erdogan of gradually weakening democratic institutions and establishing control over the judiciary and the media. This effort to draft a new constitution also appears to be a part of his plan to stay in power for a longer time. For constitutional changes, a 2/3 majority is required in the Turkish parliament. Erdogan's party, the AKP, and its allied nationalist parties do not have this majority. Therefore, political analysts believe that Erdogan's attention is now on the progressive and Kurdish-supporting parties present in parliament. Recently, the government has intensified efforts to end the decades-old conflict with the Kurdistan Workers' Party (PKK). It is believed that this effort is not only to establish peace, but also part of a strategy to gain support from Kurdish parties so that the necessary votes for constitutional amendments can be secured. Parallel to this constitutional effort, another major political development has emerged: the arrest of Istanbul's popular mayor, Ekrem İmamoğlu. He is a key political rival of Erdogan and gained national popularity by winning big in the 2023 local elections. He has been accused of corruption and imprisoned. However, the opposition and human rights organizations believe this arrest is driven by political vengeance. Following İmamoğlu's arrest, protests erupted in many parts of Turkey, raising questions about the government's democratic commitments. President Erdogan claims that the new constitution is for the people of Turkey, not for his personal power. He describes it as a step to completely end the legacy of military rule and give the people a new future. But given his previous political strategies and the current political environment, analysts both within the country and internationally remain skeptical of this claim. Some experts believe that if the new constitution were truly in the interest of the people, it would not have been brought forward under the shadow of the arrest of political opponents. Now, the question is how India views this development. India-Turkey relations have been tense in recent years, especially after Erdogan's comments on Kashmir. Erdogan has made several statements supporting Pakistan, which has soured India-Turkey bilateral relations. India is looking at this development from 2 perspectives. First, as a democratic nation, India is concerned about the weakening of democracy and the increasing centralization of power over institutions in Turkey. This is a warning for democracies worldwide about how concentration of power in the name of mandate can be dangerous. Second, Turkey's role in West Asia is linked to India's strategic and economic interests. If Erdogan further strengthens his power and takes Turkey forward as an Islamist nationalist force, it could impact India's relations and energy security in West Asia. India remains vigilant about its balanced policy with Iran, Israel, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE. Turkey's political instability or aggressive nationalism could affect this balance. President Erdogan's new constitutional effort may prove to be a decisive turning point for Turkey. It could either become a historic step towards strengthening democracy or a symbol of a leader's lust for power. While Erdogan presents it as a fulfillment of the people's aspirations, the pressure on the judiciary, arrests of opponents, and trend of power centralization raise doubts. For India, this development is not just the politics of a neighboring country, but also a sign of emerging instability and discord in a strategically important region. India will have to keep a vigilant eye on Turkey's direction so that it can protect its diplomatic and economic interests while continuing to support democratic values. Now it's time for this program's Sunday special segment, The World Around Us, where we will discuss other important international news. Recently, China's space agency announced that it has launched a spacecraft, Tianwen-2, which will collect samples from an asteroid near Mars. The spacecraft was sent off from southern China on a Long March 3B rocket. According to China's National Space Administration, the probe will collect samples from asteroid 2016-HO3 and explore the main belt comet 311b, which is located much farther from Earth than Mars. It is noteworthy that samples from asteroid 2016-HO3 are expected to return in about 2 years. It should be noted that China's space program is controlled by the People's Liberation Army, the military branch of the ruling Communist Party. Recently, billionaire Elon Musk announced his decision to leave his role in the US government. It should be noted that during the Trump administration, he was assigned the task of reducing federal spending. He made this decision immediately after his first major disagreement with Donald Trump over the president's spending bill, the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. In fact, the One Big Beautiful Bill Act is a controversial law. It includes provisions such as tax exemptions, increased spending on border security, and reduction of government expenditure. Under the bill, the rich and corporations will receive tax relief, while social programs like Medicaid may face cuts. In recent days, the United Kingdom, UK, officially handed over sovereignty of the Chagos Archipelago to Mauritius after finalizing a political agreement reached last October. Under this deal, the UK will lease the significant naval and bomber base on Diego Garcia from Mauritius, thereby retaining sovereignty over this area. It should be noted that the Chagos Archipelago is one of the largest islands of Mauritius. Mauritius initially agreed to lease Diego Garcia to the UK for 99 years at a rate of 101 million euros per year. The British government, after purchasing it for £3 million in 1968, is now leaving the island after 50 years. Viewers, let's end the discussion here and note today's question. What kind of diplomatic policy should India adopt amid Turkey's political instability and Erdogan's strategies?
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.